How to build confidence before speaking. When it comes to building confidence, sort of like as a preparation, there are essentially a few things we can do. The first thing that I would usually recommend is to visualize success. When it comes to public speaking, sometimes we can rehearse many times. We are the subject matter experts, but perhaps at times there might still be that doubt or that judgment, which then tends to fuel the so-called stage anxiety or that nervousness before going on stage. So visualizing success is very, very helpful. Think of it, if it's like a student athlete or perhaps a professional athlete before taking that dive, that plunge to swim that 50 meters breaststroke, or perhaps to take that very important shot in order to score a goal for the entire team. What they tend to do, instead of visualizing failure, visualizing I'm going to miss the ball, I'm going to miss that hit, I'm not going to be able to execute well, my arms are going to cramp up, they will visualize success all the way from the point when they step into the arena to the moment they take the plunge, to the moment they finish and they touch the finishing line. So that is what I would share with my speakers and learners as well, and that is to really visualize yourself doing something positively and things being executed successfully. From the time you start opening your mouth to the time you conclude and the audience members smile, the audience members clap, and the audience members acknowledge what you have to say. So these are things that I will advise. The second thing I would say that can help you be more confident prior to your presentation would be rehearsals. We say clock in the stage mileage. So what you want to do is to clock in at least 5 to 10 times of a rehearsal. That means to run through your speech to make sure that it's fluent. You hardly use pause fillers. You tend not to add a lot of body language leakages in your presentation. So rehearse sufficiently. That would help you very, very much. Often the stage anxiety tends to go up if you have a bigger crowd or you have perhaps not a lot of time to prepare, and maybe even there's some kind of authority asymmetry where perhaps you have to speak in front of your bosses, and that's usually what happens that creates even more anxiety. So rehearse and practice, that's going to help very, very much. The final one is this, to embrace imperfection. I always say this, think of giving a speech as a masterpiece. So when you give a speech, right, it's important to perhaps share with us the ideas, the strategies, but not having to worry about it being in a perfect form. Take Mona Lisa for instance. There are a lot of different insights being given that Mona Lisa, a masterpiece which is priceless, very valuable, what we call perfect masterpiece, is in fact made of multiple imperfect strokes of the brush. And therefore, as a presenter, feel free to embrace imperfection. It is alright if sometimes you have that extra pause filler. It is alright if you have sometimes that extra body language leakages. So don't beat yourself up. Even if at the end of the day you do receive not so pleasant feedback from the audience members, just take it as part of a learning journey. It's through feedback like that, it's through imperfections that make you eventually perfect.